DL Trader here with today's trade recap. Quite a lot to get through today. Excuse my voice, got a bit of a cold. Um, let's just turn on my line so you can see what I'm talking about. So, interesting day. Ended up hitting max loss, and taking a pretty a red day, but overall feeling pretty positive. Probably the happiest I've ever felt about losing money. And why is that? Just because I feel like I took my trade to another level today and traded probably the best I felt I have for a long, long time. And then unfortunately did also do some pretty bad trading and give back the gains from the good trading. So I'll run over the two trades I took today, the good stuff, the bad stuff, and make a plan going forward. I will just mention quickly, a little while ago I was thinking about, is it worth doing these video recaps? And yesterday I wasn't going to bother doing it, but I did. And, on the back end of that, what I told myself from yesterday's review was to, scalp more front side in preparation for the backside so I don't miss the backside. Now, I definitely listened to myself and did that today, and that's the good stuff. So today I'm going to look at what I did wrong and then take that forward. So this is, how we progress as traders. We look at what we did right, what we did wrong, and move on to the next day. So first trade, ADIL, gap up in the morning, pull back at the open. Got this short here. I mean, it spiked up, instantly pulled back, and I put in a short on the offer when it was about here, but it was moving so quick, jumping up and down, that my fill actually, when I hit the offer actually dropped to there. So it looks like a bit of a chase. I was sort of hoping for it to be up here, but it was starter size. Instantly got that washout, so covered into the wash. Added again back in the bounce. Let it do its thing. Added some more on, covered into the wash. Added some more on, covered into the wash. Added some more on, added some more on, covered into the wash. Added some more on. So, shorting the rips, covering the dips, usually covering half size on the dip for the add on the rip. So, I am playing for the move lower. Perhaps should consider taking full size off and true scalp mode, in, out, in, out, in, out. But I am looking for that move lower, so the ultimate aim is to hold on to size for longer, so sort of trying to trade around the call. As you can see, I have some really nice top ticks here. Short, cover, perhaps a bit premature, but you never know. It's looking like it'll probably pop up here. Now, at this point of the chart, I did consider backside to be in, looking for that bigger trade to develop once I'm on backside. So couldn't bounce, so added in short. Felt like this little wash was too small to take some. Couldn't bounce, so shorted more in here for the big move down, and just felt like it was holding up, so decided to cover it because I did get in a bit, some good size here. So what are my takeaways from this? Well, if I put too much size on down here, you kill your average and you're, forced to stop out too soon. So I was being too strong with the ads lower down on the backside. Also, takeaway, consider on my scalping front side to actually take off the full position and re-enter short, depending on how the stock is behaving. But, I didn't fight this. It went on, grinded back up, and took a bit of a squeeze in the PM. So the right thing to do was leave it alone. Second trade was MRIN. Now this one I got pretty active on, as you can see. Let's rewind time. Started out the day really nicely, shorting the rips, covering the washes, rinse and repeat. Took some really nice profits on this. Just about up until this point here. So really nice AM trade, looking to scalp front side till the backside, but the backside just never really came. And then at this point, break of high of day, 11 o'clock, I should have stopped out all position and then just let it go. But instead, I sort of decided to fight it a bit here, but actually got some good entries and good covers, got the add-on for the backside, covered the wash, added back on, and I really thought this was going to go lower. But at this point, it started to push back up, hold VWAP and pop. So I should have really got out full position here, and I think leave it alone. It's now 11:42 and should probably just quit trading for the day. So instead, I wanted some more. So here, re-shorted, but got caught on this big squeeze, had to stop out, short more, cover some here. So you end up here, I'm basically taking small loss after small loss on the way up. Small loss after small loss on the way up. And then eventually, at this point, I did start to make some back and thought this was backside, but lo and behold, popped up again, hit my stop, and that was my max loss for the day. So, you know, it's a great example of why it's good to have that max loss, because I probably would have continued to lose money all the way up here. So, you know, lost on the day, but feeling positive. Some of the best scalp type trading I've ever done in the AM. You know, and had this have turned into backside, would have been a really profitable day. Similarly on ADIL, if it had gone backside and faded off, again, another really profitable day. So what do I take away from this for tomorrow? Do what I was doing today with scalping front side, and then slightly less aggressive with the ads on the backside. But also, you know, after 11 a.m, if things aren't starting to sort of fade off and drop, just look to cover up, you know, just here, cover up and leave it alone. Don't fight the uptrend. Okay, that's all. Cheers.